I had to spiel out an entire story.
Yeah, true. Oh, dear. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hello.
Sorry, speaking of an entire story, have you got any good stories today? Like, have you found any more hidden psycho rooms at the back of the school or anything?
Do you know, off the top of my head, I can't remember anything that stood out. Just the usual annoying work kind of stuff. But
why would you orange kid?
Did I tell you about how we had a leak, which is damaged the structural integrity of the school, and then a plumber put his leg through the ceiling, and then I was like, everyone's got to leave now because of asbestos.
No.
Did I tell you that?
No, it's always the fucking asbestos. You need to explain the asbestos for the audience at home.
Okay, well, basically, in the school I work in, simply due to the fact it's about 150 years old, the building's pretty much supported by asbestos.
Yeah, you can't move for asbestos.
In fact, I'm recently cleaning out the tractor yard, and I'm trying to sort of dig out some of the ground. It's all bumpy and all over the show.
Oh, please tell me they were planting the fucking flowers in asbestos.
No, I kid you not. This is just a tractor yard. This is just where we park the tractors, where the ground gets soft, the tractors chew up the dirt and stuff like that.
Oh,
and you would never believe it. Asbestos all over the ground. It's been buried.
What do you mean they were burying asbestos?
See, this is why we can't tell people where I work.
What the fuck do you mean they were burying asbestos?
Well,
though?
asbestos is expensive to get rid of because it has to be taken away, by people.
Oh yeah, so just bury it in Mary Berry's fucking plant yard.
Pretty much. Well, asbestos is actually a mineral you mine from the ground, so.
Yeah, but you don't casually use it.
You straight back in the ground.
You don't casually use it to grow cooking. Plastic comes from the earth. You don't see me using it in a fucking cake.
This is true.
Unless it's Tesco.
Oh. That was...
Shots fired.
Bloody hell.
No, go on then. So, you found asbestos in the tractor yard?
So, no, that was it. I just found asbestos in the tractor yard.
There
was actually, basically... At the moment, a lot of the lead pipes that have water still running through them are being switched off and being replaced with plastic piping at the moment, obviously because of lead poisoning.
Because you apparently work in a fucking Charles Dickens novel in your spare time. I'm still amazed by the lack of OHSA compliance whenever you give me these stories.
Well, we didn't realise that where people at the sort of water taps have put safe drinking water. They were just lead pipes, and we're like, yeah, that's really not safe. Good God!
Fucking hell!
Is that a good score?
I think so. It's 69.
It's a great score.
Best score. Sorry, Kerry, you talking about the car.
So basically, anyway, we're getting rid of a lot of the lead pipes. We then came across. Do you remember when I was talking about finding the skeleton of a dog?
Yeah, you found a half-digested skeleton in the loft.
Okay, well,
and enough equipment to make C4.
Oh yeah, no, the C4 equipment was in one of the containers. But
it existed.
In the loft space. In the loft space, before you get to the half-decayed dog, you get basically it's where the walk-in fridge air con is and some electrical stuff and yada yada yada. Anyway, there's a water pipe, mains pipe that goes through there, and it's directly attached from the water containers that we have in the roof of the building. And yeah, basically no one noticed that for the past God knows how many months it sprung a leak, and it's been spraying all over the electricals, all over the old wooden support beams and structure and all that. You can literally grab the sort of wooden beams, and you can these are like massive pieces of wood, but you can actually crumble them with your bare hand now because they're all so soft.
Fucking hell.
The reason why it got flagged up was because someone was complaining that there was water drops going through the light bulbs in the kitchen.
Through the light bulbs?
And My supervisor's reaction to this was, well, water isn't supposed to be there.
Oh, yeah. A fucking plus deduction, Sherlock. Water shouldn't be in electricity. Water should be in pipe.
I just want to point out, this is the same guy who used to work in the RAF, and he used to be an electrician for,
well, not a very good one, apparently. Water should not be in light bulb. Water should be in kitchen.
Well, it was in the kitchen technically, just in the room.
Just in the wrong spot.
Just to do an alternative route. Go on. 42. Nice.
Oh, we got bonus points. Oh shit,
Hello.
we're gonna fight the fucking Jabberwocky. Sorry, carry on.
So, we had to fix the lead pipe, and their way of fixing it was, let's just chuck some putty, stick a putty on it. That'll all blow over. And, I was like, no, that really can't happen. So I found, did you just headbutt the hell out of that? Nice. Good grief.
Donkey Konga's strong head. Shit.
Sorry, I yawned.
I realised why we got such a low score last time.
Why?
It's because then you lose points the more health you lose.
Oh, I see. I was sort of wondering that, to be fair. Okay. So, putty, lead pipe. So I ended up going on a bit of a treasure hunt to try and find the tap to turn off the water supply, which started off at a book written in 1870.
Ye olde handbook to lead pussy.
So I went from I started reading that book, which was quite cool because it's from the first caretaker. Really cool.
The first caretaker, along with his book on how to build C4 in your spare time.
No, but honestly, it's amazing. Like the book was full of all sorts of things. Like it had
shit! I threw my shoulder out.
Like,
carry on.
Like there's a whole segment on like how to like kill like wildlife and cook it. It's amazing. Anywho. So, found out that there should be a piece of wood somewhere. Are you alright?
I threw my shoulder out. Carry on talking. It'll turn my mind off pain.
So got the book. I was supposed to find a piece of wood that has all the instructions for where the taps are apparently that are painted on. And
oh, that was bollocks. Go on, carry on.
That's right. We'll get there next time. Oh, it doesn't carry on from last time.
No, it's score for each level. Sorry, go on, old handbook.
So, I ended up finding this piece of wood that one of the teachers was using as decoration, and thankfully it wasn't ruined, so I could read the instructions. Ended up finding the tap, turning it off. Had to let the water drain down enough for the pressure to stop in the pipe, and hey presto. They turned around and was like, oh, it's okay, Chris. We've decided to drill a hole in the wall so we can put a hose from inside to outside, and we've put the hose through a hole in a bucket so that it can drip.
The fuck?
So the water can drip into the bucket and then overflow through this hose and outside into a drain.
But that's not
And
going to
I
help
was like-
because the pipe's just going to get worse and then eventually burst.
Yep. So anyway,
Oh dear.
and that's the only.
So-
it really like that place is. It's so.
So at best, a mixed week for you then.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, the funny part was that the plumber, he was being all Mr. Cocky Bogs. Oh, I've been here before. I know what I'm doing. And then he ends up like I'm downstairs. Now you got to imagine, right? This piece of loft space. Now the building is so weirdly built, but the loft space is actually is above a corridor at the bottom floor, and to be fair, it's not even worth trying to explain it. It's such a confusing layout, the way it sort of dips and moves around. Anyway, the point is, I was downstairs with the matron and our health and safety officer, and
Matron.
yeah, no, she's a weird character. Anywho,
Yeah, but I've seen the kinds of people you work with, so that's not saying much.
no, sadly. So, anywho, and then the plumber ended up putting his foot through the ceiling.
What the
And-
fuck? There we go. I knew the story was going to get better. The plumber put his foot through the ceiling. Go on.
Completely ripped his trousers, and he was just one leg through. Everyone was laughing at him. I was quite sort of concerned the fact that I needed.
And you were like, oh shit, I'm going to
The
fix this.
asbestos register is 2 folders, like 2 A4 folders full.
Not as big as the lawsuit folder.
And no, the lawsuit isn't a folder anymore. It's like a cupboard.
And the head teacher comes to you, Chris, we need to replace another gazebo.
So everyone was too busy fussing about his trousers, and I was like, well, what about like the potential
the
risk of
fucking
asbestos, the pipe? Yeah, there's a lot like going on here. Do you know, I got so fed up in the end, I actually came up with an excuse and just said, I'm going home early. Just 'cause I was like, mate,
As you do.
I like, come on. Oh, 49, that's the best one so far.
So go on. Fuck you, I'm going home early.
Yeah. I just said, I'm not fun, I'm going home early, I've got stuff I've got to get on with. That's okay. They were fine with that. Just for the record, for anyone who has like a job and stuff like that, and you know, the only reason I go home early is like if we do overtime, we don't get paid. So I end up getting overtime, and I end up having about 2.5 months worth of overtime. So to go home an hour early isn't really a biggie. Anywho, yeah, I just left it with that because I thought if there is asbestos there, it means our health and safety officer was just picking up with her hands, just pushing it into the
What
side.
the fuck?
No! I was like, not me, if you guys want to potentially kill yourselves, it's up to you. I don't want to be involved anymore. So, yeah.
How did you do the ground pound, sorry?
Face down.
Face down wall?
No, down. Actually, point down. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Carry on, sorry.
No, that was it. Like that's literally my day. I haven't really got anything fancy to talk about. I mean, come on. Yeah, that story was kind of like really pulled. I have to admit.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, for myself, the only exciting thing I've had to be dealing with is obviously my engine completely given up.
Shit. Fair enough. Shit, sorry.
You're right.
I found out if we push A in mid-air, he'll grab bananas that are close to him, by the way.
Oh, okay. Anything happen at your workplace?
Not really, to be honest. This is going to sound terrible, but the most interesting thing was that one of our co-workers died recently.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, the office is boring as fuck.
Yep. And this is why we need to be successful YouTubers or something.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm sure. What else did happen?
I wonder how many people.
Shit. You wonder how many people?
How many people are actually listening to this conversation of just absolute random nonsense?
You'd be surprised what people will listen to. I mean, you're giving them valuable insight into the fucking caretaking industry.
Mate, in my old job, every time I go into the garden centre, the caretaker likes to have a chat with me, just because he likes me to walk around with him, so he can sort of loudly make a point to all the other staff about how hard it is to be a caretaker.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, and all the stupid things you have to do. Though, to be fair, the craziest thing I ever heard him doing, I was working there at the time, so I know it actually happened. Someone was stealing some stuff from the store. He actually jumped on the bonnet of the vehicle to stop them from driving off, but they didn't stop. They actually drove with him on the bonnet, and they like borderline started driving off a site, and it's like a 40-50 mile an hour road.
That's not happy.
Yeah, and that's if you're going the speed limit. I mean, obviously these people are trying to get out quick. They slammed on the brakes, and he like fell off the vehicle, and then they sped off.
Ouch.
Yeah, he took quite a lot of time off work.
As you do.
It's really weird, like, talking about caretakers. I mean, I wonder if there are any caretakers.
Probably, like, you get... Just carry on.
Do we have a comment section?
Probably, it's YouTube, man.
If there is a comment section and you are a caretaker, do please, like, let us know.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Like,
let us know in the comments, and also reblog a picture of your favourite penny loafers. Hashtag penny loafer.
And also, if you are a caretaker or someone sort of related into that industry, do you have a favourite tool? Now, don't play anything rude. Like, this sounds really stupid, but I was having a conversation today at work.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg doesn't count.
Like, I was having this weird conversation today with Marcus, and he was telling me about his favourite hammer and his favourite axe. And I was like, well, to be fair, I do have a favourite screwdriver.
You strange man.
I really don't know where this conversation is.
No, keep going. I'm in this for the fucking long haul, Chris.
I don't know what's harder.
Come on.
Playing Donkey Kong or like trying to
play Donkey Kong. Hashtag favourite caretaker tool. Fucking hell.
Oh, and you don't have to do all that hashtagging and stuff like that.
Unless you really want to.
Yeah, unless that's your cup of tea.
Yeah. Chris's cup of tea is a cup of coffee. I'm joking.
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah. Oh.
Ah.
Almost.
Well, that's the best so far.
Pete's measures your shoulder. I should have handed over to you for that, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, it's fine.
Oh, Christ.
Is that it? Have we played the whole game now?
No! That was just first 3 levels.
Well, that was it. Look, 3 kingdoms. Oh.
It's going to give us more barrels. And like, we'll just have all the letters to Donkey Kong at the end in barrel form.
Oh my god.
the Apple Kingdom, in which the final boss is a fucking horse holding a box of cereal. Oh dear. Right, that seems like a good place to leave that.
Yeah.
I can't wait that women only want me for my massive canyon. I don't know where I was going with that joke.
I don't know you're right.
See you Nat, thanks for watching, people.
Thank you for actually putting up with this conversation.
Please comment and creation hashtag with your favourite caretaker tool.
I promise you I will actually read these.